Stampers, this is Trevis. Welcome to Video Tuesday. And so today for YouTube, we're going to make a floating acetate card. And so this card, you can kind of tweak it. You can use different shapes. Most of the cards I've seen are circles, and it seems to be a pretty easy one. So I'm going to make a fall card today, and believe it or not, there's no stamping on it. It's using just scraps of designer series paper and yeah, some dies. So let's get started today. Okay, so the card base I'm going to be using, as I said, I'm going to make a fall card, so I'm going to be using fall colors. I'm going to be using Crushed Curry as my card base. Okay, so I'm just going to fold that in half. So this is 8.5 by 5.5. That's my card base. And believe it or not, for my layer, instead of using a white or vanilla cardstock, which I considered, I'm going to be using black. So I know, it's strange, right? But I think it will make the card pop. So I'm going to adhere this. Now, I made this a little smaller than 4 by 5 1/4. It's actually like 3 7/8 by 5 1/8. Okay, so it has a nice, a little wider border. Okay, now I'm going to use my Stamparatus for this technique. And where's my acetate? Oh, here it is. Okay, so you know, with your stamps, you get, if your photopolymer stamps, you get these clear acetate that they're mounted on. Well, I always put mine in my cases, so which you probably do too. So I just took a piece of that and cut it in half. So if you don't have any acetate, you can just use some of that. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is basically I'm just going to use the Stamparatus as a measuring tool more than anything else. I'm really not going to stamp. Okay, so I'm just going to lay this on here. Put my magnet on there. Probably ought to use both magnets. Might be a good idea. So always keep your magnets separated on the back. That way they won't go together and stick together, because these are earth magnets and they're very strong. So we do have replacements if you happen to have a problem with them. Okay, so I'm going to line this up. Now I'm going to use just these strips of designer series paper that I had laying around. I've been working on some Christmas cards. So I'm offering a Christmas card stamp camp coming up on October 1st, which happens to be World Card Making Day. So I have got these pieces of designer series paper from that pack, and I'm just going to, what I'm going to do now is just put some adhesive on the back. I think this one I'm going to use this side. I'm just going to start layering these on here. So the Stamparatus is a great tool for using your grids, right? So then I'm going to put some gold. And I'm just going to leave a little gap in between. So that's kind of how this looks very cool. And that black's going to show through, which I think is going to look very nice. Then I'm going to use some Crushed Curry. So this is from Celebrate Everything Designer Series Pack. It has this darling Halloween paper on one side. It's kind of wide. I wonder if I should use a narrow piece next. I have a lot of narrow pieces, but I could do that. Maybe I'll do this little narrow piece of Poppy Parade. So Poppy Parade's kind of, to me, it kind of looks fallish. So that's why I picked that as one of the colors. Again, leave your little skinny gap. Okay. And I'll put this down next. So I am using those grids. And it's keeping everything lined up nicely. And then I'm going to use this one. This is also from Celebrate Everything. Okay. I need some green in there. So this is from A Wash and Beauty. This is Granny Apple Green. And then my last piece is this side. So I'm just going to use this side. This is a fun card to use all your scraps up. Okay. All right, so we've got that done. So can you see that's on a piece of acetate? All right. And I'm going to move this out of the way. Now what I want to do is cut out my shape. And so I'm going to use, if you have the layering circles, you can use those. I'm going to use Stylish Shapes. And I think I'm going to use this largest circle. Oh, look, this one's going to get lost. Oh, too bad, because I love that green. Okay. Well, ooh, this is moving. Well, doesn't matter because I'm not going to use it anyway. I'm going to move this down a little bit. Okay, so what I'm going to do is cut this out with my cut and emboss. Okay, so I have it right here by me. I'm not going to bring it up here. Just have to trust me that I'm cutting this out. And I'm going to run it through twice because we are cutting through Designer Series paper and acetate. Actually, I'm going to do 3 times because I want to make sure that cuts through. I think it did. I hope it did. Yes. Okay, great. Okay. Really close to the edge, Trevis. Okay. Oh, that is so cool. All right. So now, put this back. And now I have this. So I have my card base, and so I can do it straight. I can do it on an angle. Okay, so here was my next idea. I wanted to bring in those colors again. So what I did was I've got a die from Meadow Dies, this die. And that looks very fallish. And so I cut out a couple of these. I put adhesive sheets on the back, so these would be easy to adhere. And so I might cut these down a little bit, but I think for now I'm going to do this straight. I don't know, kind of a straight girl. And I'm going to put adhesive on the back to where it won't show. And I'm going to kind of put it over here a little bit, all right? Because I want these here, and I want these to kind of pop up and show. So I'm going to pull these out of here. So adhesive sheets makes this gluing these down so easy. Actually, I could have popped that up. Maybe I should have done that. Oh, well. But can you see how the black shows through? I love that. All right. So let me see. I need to pop these out. These little pieces that are stuck. Actually, if I take the adhesive sheets off the back, those might pop out anyway. So I think what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to actually cut part of this off. I don't want that whole piece there. I'm just going to cut that piece off for now. Okay, so I'm just going to, this is the tricky part sometimes, getting this started on the back. See if I can get my fingernail under it. I should just use my, oh, there it is. Okay. Okay, looking great. And now I'm going to put this right here. That, and then this one, I might just have it like kind of as a, I'm going to do the same thing. Trim this away and pop some of these out just in case they, because once this sticky comes off, sometimes it, ooh, if these little pieces didn't come out, they just want to stick to your finger. looking good. Now I'm just going to layer this a little bit. I don't want it to go off the card, so I'm going to try to catch it over here and make sure it layers right. Okay, there we go. Oh, yeah, that is so cute. And I think that little pop of gold, okay, so I had this little piece of gold here, and I think that actually looks really good on there. Now, do I need some embellishment? Since I'm not going to put anything on, no, I'm going to put no sentiment on the front. Sometimes I like to just have the sentiment inside. I know I'm kind of crazy, but now I have these, and these are the adhesive back seasonal sequins, and we have these gold ones. So I'm like, yeah, I think I could use a few of these. Some small ones. And another small one. Oh, yeah. Okay, so floating, let's see, floating acetate. I think that's what this technique's called. And so if you wanted to, you could pop that up, and that would be very clever also. So I hope you enjoyed this today, and if you're interested in Christmas card stamp camp, it is Saturday, October 1st, starts at 10. I'm allotting 5 hours because I'm hoping to get a crowd, and you'll be making 12 cards. I could give you a sneak peek of the cards. Some of them are traditional colors, and some of them are like pinks. And so if you're interested, it's $35 for all 12 cards with envelopes. Everything will be designed and cut. You just need to bring your own adhesive. It'll include lunch. It'll be here at my house in my lower level. So we'll have 3 stations set up, and you can make 12 cards and have 12 Christmas cards ready to go. So if you're interested, I am just allowing 12 people. And then I'm also doing, if you're interested, I can do card packets and send out kits. So thank you for watching today, and I will see you on Friday. Bye.